So you might be curious on what to eat on this fruit till meat diet. Fruit all day, meat at night. It's pretty simple. I'll show you how I do it, if you can't even do the math in your own mind.
I love your colon, girl, it's my world. I will never make a sound.
So first let me explain the theory behind the diet, and then I show you how to eat it. Basically, you're combining two belief systems. One, the high-carb raw vegan diet with its spiritual hippiness. We're frugivores, we're monkeys. This is fun. We have hands. We don't kill. This is amazing. Fruit, it's so obvious. So we eat fruit all day for the energy. We only run on sugar. Boom, we're doing that all day long. And then you decide, I'd like to keep some muscle mass. Hello to you. Thank you, fish at night. Thank you for keeping me strong and capable. I can now lift watermelons home and bring them to my family because of the strength that fish provides at night. So you're not mixing it. It's not, I'm going to have watermelon and a steak. How will that combine in my belly? Not good. Watermelon digests super fast. Meat is super slow. So it's fruit all day long, juices, jams, freaking high carb all day. And then at night, you could even throw vegetables in the mix if you want. It doesn't have to be just fruit and meat. A little broccoli and a little fish. You could be vegetarian on this, doing your raw milk and your egg smoothies. Or you could be pescatarian, like I'm leaning towards. So it's just fish at night, omega-3s, DHA. It has everything that a vegan diet lacks. Let's be real, like the B12, there it is, the DHA, the protein, the fats. Everything is in there, easy to digest. It's not like beans. Oh, beans have protein too. Ow, tell that to my gut. And you're going for the more leaner cuts because on carnivore, you want as much fat as possible. So it's all about the fatty meats and the ribeyes, and you're pouring lard onto your meals and you're frying in tallow. This is not that. You're doing normal food like bodybuilder type stuff. You could have chicken breast or a steak. I don't care what you do. Salmon, like I'd have cans of salmon all the time. That's healthy fats. It's a little fattier, but it's a healthy omega-3. Come on. Let me just tell you what to expect on this diet. From my own experience, I have energy all day long. I'm not getting the blood sugar dips because I'm not having super high fat meat at night. It's more lean, so it's not insulin resistance. I'm just absorbing the sugar all day long. Energy, mood, everything is just fantastic. Digestion has adapted. Initially, things were haywire and bad. I was having skinny little watermelon poos that I had to squeeze out of my ass with all the force of an Olympic athlete. It was like, what the hell is this? I'm never going to adapt because I was carnivore. My colon shrunk or something. No fiber, so it was like this size. Then I'm asking a big watermelon to go through there. And the watermelon was nice enough to squeeze fit into a skinny jean type of mentality. And it came out of me eventually. And things were struggling. I was gassy, I was bloated, and it was constipation nation. Then something happened. I'll tell you what happened. I started eating prunes in the morning, and then everything has been so amazing. Just fluffy fruit poos. Things are coming out of me. And it's just like the best digestion ever. I'm not gassy, eating tons of fiber. I've adapted. We're carnivore no more. So here's what I do. First thing in the morning. The night before, I have soaked about 6 prunes in a half cup of coconut water. That's in my fridge. I bring it out, add a little distilled water to slightly warm it up. And I also have been adding these fulvic minerals to it. This is an optional thing. I probably won't buy those again, but I wanted to see it. So first thing in the morning, I drink that and then eat the prunes and then rinse my mouth out really well because it's still dried fruit, even though it's soft and squishy. Be careful with your teeth. Just the sugar, the acids, run. So rinse your mouth out. Another thing I've been doing is I saw this Chinese medicine guy who's all into skin health, and he gave me these herbs. So I've just been having these Chinese herbs that are designed to clear heat out of my body. I do believe that was one of my major issues. Just too much heat. That's why I got the rash. I was carnivore diet, which is heating food, meat and lamb, super heating. And then there was a heat wave and it was like too much and I was getting tons of sun. And so I was getting this rash. So calming it down with like cooling fruits and these herbs has helped tremendously. And I just discovered again, that if I eat too much ginger, I get herpes. It happened again. I don't know why I didn't learn the first time, but it's just too heating for my body. So no more ginger. I was getting those ginger chews. I was like, oh, this is good for digestion, but not good for my lips. So after drinking those things in the morning, I work out, have a shower, then immediately I'm going for half a watermelon. I just chop it up, cut it into cube sections, and then dump that in a bowl. It's so much more enjoyable than eating it with a spoon. Just cutting a watermelon in half and using a spoon. Come on, these little watermelon spears, delicious and fantastic. Then I pee 600 times waiting for my next meal. Just peeing it all out. Everything that I just ingested, I pee it right out and more. And so basically what I'm doing is whenever I'm hungry, I eat more. I'm listening to the body, and I eat probably 4 meals a day, roughly, and some liquids in between. Next meal today was just a whole cantaloupe. Chop that up same way I do the melon. Love those fruits. When you eat like this, you just have to plan your day and look for washrooms. And so sometimes I'll eat that melon and then I go for a long walk, and I'm thinking like, I'm gonna have to pee at some point, at least once. So it's like, okay, I can go here, there's a washroom there. It's different. On carnivore, you just fast all day and it's like, oh yeah, I'll do whatever I want. But the energy that I feel now is not even close to carnivore. It's way higher, and higher vibe and better mood and happiness and creativity is back. And carnivore, I was steady energy, good, but it's so much lower of a vibe. It's something completely different. It's good. I'm happy for you that you're feeling good, but you could feel so much higher and better. It's just, that's a level to be at for a while, and you live there. You're fine. Just eventually, you might want to come up here. It's like, hey, it's not that I'm better than you, meat eater. I'm with you. I'm eating meat. I'm just as scummy as you. But there's a vibe to the fruits that you will feel as long as you can control your blood sugar. That's what it's all about. And that you need the low fat for that. If you have a super high fatty meal at night, next day you might be spiking and swinging. The fun thing about eating sugar all day long is the menus are open. Like I had a little pomegranate juice. It wasn't even good at all. So I won't be buying that again. But it's fun to like test these little things. Usually it's coconut water that I'm coming back to. But like anything, I bought some jam. Like I have literal organic strawberry jam full of sugar. Like I don't care. I'll have that. I'll have dried fruit sometimes. It's fine. Just rinse your mouth out really well and you'll live. Sometimes I'll have these Saba bananas. I love those things. It's just like a pack of bananas. It's about 660 calories. Throw that in the pressure cooker for 4 minutes. And then like it's a very bland meal, but it's not super sweet. They're so much better than the Cavendish bananas. I hate those so much. I can never love them. But these are like almost savory. It's almost like a potato, but sweet. So like I'm not sticking to any belief. I'm not 100% raw. I'm not 100% vegan, obviously, as you'll see soon in the dinner portion. But it's a good balance of like cleansing, hydrating, energizing fruits throughout the day, and then building protein at night. And eventually, maybe I can move towards a more plant-based dinner, but we'll see. So right now I'm just eating through all the meat in my freezer because I bought so much of it during my carnivore days, so I still have beef and stuff like that. But I'm leaning more towards just having fish for now. So it's like pescatarian, but mostly fruit. It's like a fruit-based, not even close to vegan, but we're having some fish at night. And it's like I'm moving away from the land animals. Might dabble in some chicken at some point, we'll see. But like, I don't want to eat fish every night and just develop mercury illness of some sort. So chicken is more of a lead-based illness, and that's fun. Those are fun thoughts that come in your mind with lead. I'll be honest with you though, I've been eating way too much meat at night because I don't want to combine the fruit and meat, and I know once I eat the meat, I'm done with the sweets. So it's like, if I'm not satisfied, I'll just have more meat. So I'll have like a can of salmon or something, and I'll magically remove the can and eat the fish, and I feel like I'm eating more protein than I was on the carnivore diet at times, because it's like lean meat, and then I'll eat the whole pound of ground beef, and then, oh, we'll have a can of salmon on top of that. So I feel like I still have some working out of the kinks of this diet, but I need to eat more fruit throughout the day to feel satisfied, and then at night I feel like the addition of vegetables would be massive, because you don't get that stomach fullness with the meat. So I think that's what I'm lacking. I'll eat a bunch of meat and then I'm like, I'm not satisfied. Whereas like fruit, I just had the half a watermelon and I'm satisfied. I'm gonna eat soon again, probably, but I'm satisfied for a little bit. And that's fun times. It's a fullness feeling. And the sugar, just like once you have enough sugar, it's like, okay, that's enough sugar. And then you go, you run, you go do stuff, and you have all this energy, and it's fantastic. But the meat, it's a slower thing. At night you wind down. It's a good balance, but I have not reached that point where I feel satiated after the meat meal. I feel like I'm eating too much meat and it feels wrong. So maybe it's right, I don't know, I feel good, but like I'm just trying to lower that a bit. Eat more fruit, less meat. We'll see. When it comes to supplements, whenever I eat something cooked, I will take digestive enzymes, because you destroy the hippie enzymes when you cook. How dare you? Add them back. Seems to help, especially with the meat. And I still have all those lipase enzymes, so I'm just using those up. I get a lot of comments and people are like, the supplements are the thing that was effing you on the carnivore diet. You should have done just beef. And I'm still taking all the supplements and I'm feeling none of the things that we're going through. It wasn't oxalate dumping. It was just too much heat from the meat and the heat from our sun mixing together and creating rashes and irritation. No, you're wrong. You're always wrong. I'm the guru here, not you. So that's what I'm doing. Anything else? Homeopathic cell salts I take. Iodine, tiny amounts, just a little bit. Not as much as I was taking before. That's about it. You summing up the video? You could thumb it down, but you're kind of giving away that the reason you're doing it is because you once made a sandwich and it had 3 layers in it. Yeah. One was a watermelon layer. One was a can of salmon. And the 3rd layer were Worcestershire sauce, solidified into a jello. That's a bullshit creation. How's that a sandwich that will digest well? It couldn't possibly. You combined starch, fruit, and meat. I'll see you at the hospital where they install balloons into your rectum or some shit, whatever they're doing in there. That's the real medical information. Whatever I said was just a joke. It should be removed. Get the balloon operation. Trust them, not me. Trust Bitcoin. You could donate some. You subscribe for what I say, mate?